there, welcome right back into the PSG Siege Showdown. I'm your host, Patchy. I'm going to be casting this one from beginning to the end. Of course, right here we have ATK versus MERAKI. Truly a clash of some seriously Titan-level teams right now. Or, is that even the way to describe them? I'm not sure, but we're going to be getting into Cafe Dostoevsky. Quite the match to be having right here. I'm super keen to see how these teams perform right here in the PSG Siege Showdown tournament. Of course, the Ace and the Thatch are going to be taken off the board now. I do believe that the Ace is also banned through the rules, if I'm not mistaken, so that was an unnecessary ban. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll have to double check the rules. I am but a humble caster, but I believe that that is the case. In any case, we're going to be seeing the Wamai getting taken off the board from ATK, and MERAKI getting in the last defender ban. I wouldn't be too surprised if we saw a Mira or something along those lines. Let's have a look and see what we've got here for the final ban coming up before we head on into this match. It is actually going to be the Clash, so that's very interesting. This is definitely potentially a target ban, perhaps, or maybe they just really don't like that operator. Regardless, Clash definitely not an operator that I want to be messing around with, so taking that off the board is going to be a welcome sight for sure. Now, of course, it is going to be ATK on the attack first, and, well, that is quite appropriate for the name. And, of course, it is going to be MERAKI who is on defense, and they're going to be heading up to the third floor. No surprise there, and the Monty coming straight out for ATK. We'll see if that gets 6th picked. I'm not 100% sure, but we have been seeing the Monty quite a bit, but there it is. The 6th pick coming out, actually into a glass. Interesting. And then, of course, Malusi going to be 6th picked into the Maestro for MERAKI. So this is interesting. We've got a glass coming out for ATK. That is definitely not something that I have seen coming out from them before. So I'm going to keep a very weather eye out for what they're going to be bringing to the table here. That's a very interesting choice. Perhaps they're going to be playing it long range on one of the buildings opposite. I know that you can put, if I'm not mistaken, you can put a glass somewhere really far away, maybe in one of these towers or on one of the buildings, and just look in towards the site. Now, is that going to be a useful tactic? I'm not sure. Maybe they're going to go for the whole play around the smoke play, try and get aggressive with the glass instead through the smoke. That would potentially be a little bit more impactful, but yeah, this is very interesting. I'm very keen to see how Figure breaks this one out. Maybe a new strat that they've got cooking on their side. Who knows? Let's have a look and see where the glass is going to be heading. I really want to see exactly what they're going to be playing this particular operator in. Of course, he's going to be looking for any potential peaks coming out, but nothing from MERAKI just yet. And of course, that third floor's defense is going to be pretty solid, and they have some good presence around the second floor as well in the form of Ducky, who is playing here. So a decent setup coming out from MERAKI, and of course now ATK going to be the ones looking to dismantle this defense. Let's see if they can make it happen. Drone work coming out as per usual, making sure that what is done is done. Quick peek coming out from James here, looking for some aggressive angles. Not going to be finding what he's looking for just yet, though, but AML. What a shot. King So going down immediately. Some very nice aggression coming out from AML, and I mean, this is pretty much the reason they picked him up. The assimilation of some really strong players up in here. Figure being one of them, and of course AML being another one. AML, very well known for his brilliantly aggressive plays. He is very capable on an operator like Ash, and well, that's where he's sitting comfortably right now and almost taking a second in the form of Legion. He's going to get aggressive once again to try and find that kill. Definitely knows exactly where it is. Ducky going to come in, and ooh, this is big. RXD taking out Pancake as well, so that's 2 members taken off the board from ATK. They're going to get aggressive in red stairs immediately, and Legion traps are going to give away all those positions. They're going to have to get aggressive once again to try and find some picks. The Glass, once again, a very interesting operator that we haven't seen being utilized well, but now trying to get the picks going down. Also going to fall And now they're in a little bit of a problematic spot. 3v2 in the glass, trying to get aggressive, is going to find Gohan. So that's a good pick. 2v2 is the line right now, and Ducky going to have to come in from the second floor to try and defend. Cobra's right up here to defend the bomb site, but the smokes have gone down, and of course that is Galaz's playground if he can get it done, but is he looking in the right direction? Is the question. Very interesting choice. James has spotted him out, so now he knows that he's there. This could be the spot out that they needed. Some shots going through, and perfect swing coming in there. The awareness absolutely on point, and now Cobra's the last one left alive. He's going to be reloading the LMG for one last final push. This is it. This could be the end for them, and it is. James going to seal the deal, and ATK will take round one here on Cafe Dostoevsky. It is a best of one, of course, so this match is the only one that matters in the upper bracket. Of course, there is a lower bracket as well, so it is not the end of the world for whoever loses these matches here, but certainly a very strong way for ATK to open things up. Was looking a little bit shaky towards the beginning of that one, but they were able to get the trades they needed. They were able to close it out, and in true ATK style, they came back from what seemed to be a very difficult round to clutch out, and they made it work. So it looks like we're going to be heading into third floor once again. And it looks like Figure might just be picking up the glass once again. No reason to sixth pick it, because, well, it's already been played. The trap card has been strung, and now it's up to MERAKI to try and execute a successful defense. Now, I actually agree with this setup coming out from MERAKI. I think that their third floor defense was good enough to warrant them going back here for a second time. Usually, I try and discourage that from happening, because a lot of the time we see teams trying to brute force their favorite site, and it just doesn't work out. Sometimes changing sites is very, very necessary, but here, I really do think that MERAKI have a good shot at being able to successfully defend this one. Alright, so let's have a look and see. Standard setups coming all across the board, nothing too crazy. We've got some nice peek holes being opened up to make sure that they can hold on the angles, and of course ATK once again approaching all from one side. They've got their strategies set up, and they're about to execute it once again this time around. We've got Glaz, Hibana, Nomad, the Ash, and of course the Maverick coming out once again. So pretty much exactly what we saw them pull out in the previous round. And now, of course, AML getting aggressive once again on that Ash through this exact window where he found some decent kills in the last one, I believe. Looking to replicate some of that success. Hasn't found anything just yet, but there is a MERAKI player quite close, and you can see those nades coming straight on through to try and soften up the target. So far, AML once again is the man of the hour to try and get aggressive. Let's see if he can make it happen. Here come the flashes to try and burn through. Slowly waiting for the moment to strike, and here comes James. He's going to get taken out, not finding the kill that he wants, and a quick run out is going to be absolutely destroyed. It will pay off at least for one, and Gorsa now trying to find some hits. He can't make it happen though. 3v4 at the moment. Wasn't able to find another one, which does make it MERAKI with that man advantage for the moment. That ran out very, very bold, but it did pay off with one at least. And that might just be all they needed. We'll see. So Pancake trying to open things up, sneaky cheeky with that with the Maverick holes, but he might find himself on the back end of a really bad fight if he doesn't be careful. Some shots coming up from Ducky, not going to be landing, but Glaz trying to find some feet through the hole. Ooh. So Pancake needs to be careful here. There's a player very, very close. If they peek this one, it might be the end. Some smoke's coming out, and there come the shots through the hole. And now, as per usual, Maverick's own holes coming back to bite him. But Glaz trying to put some return shots in. He's going to find a little bit of a leg. But ATK, they're on the back foot at the moment. They've got very low HP bars. They need to win these fights, and with 45 seconds left, they need to make it happen. There goes Figure. Now it's just down to Gorsa. He's going to go down, and so Pancake, the last one left alive, he's low on HP, and he's going to go down as well. MERAKI successfully defend third floor, and they will take round 2, and that is exactly what we were waiting for. Now it looks like we're going to be heading to a kitchen this time around, which is one of my favorite sites on this particular map. We'll see if MERAKI can successfully defend this once again, or if ATK will be able to successfully dismantle the defense. They're going to be pulling out a little bit more of a standard lineup, so that's good. Glaz going to be picked away, which is good. I don't know exactly what the plan was with the Glaz, but not really the most successful so far with it. So it's good that they've recognized that, and they are going to just head on over. Actually, they pick away from kitchen in the last moment and head on over to the second floor. So let's see if they can defend this particular site. This one, definitely not amongst my top favorite for this map. Definitely, I think that kitchen is probably a more solid one, in my opinion at least. Although a lot of teams will prefer this site or the second floor in general. It's really up to preference. My preference is kitchen, but who knows?
10 seconds left.
Your preference could be pretty much anything. At this stage, ATK had a really good opener, but MERAKI came back with a good defense, just like I sort of predicted that they might be able to do. So seeing that coming out now, this could be anyone's game so far. Truly, anyone could take this. Both of these teams very, very capable. I would not be surprised, regardless of the outcome of this match. Alright, now of course ATK setting up their attack once again and heading in towards red stairs as per usual to try and get the pressure on towards the third floor before they move on down. Some drone work being done to check out where those bombs are. They will be slowly moving their way on in. James once again putting some pressure in here towards the third floor, but of course no one here to receive just yet, considering it is a second floor defense. You can see Gohan sitting up here on the third floor, waiting to just play time, and this is really good to see coming out from MERAKI. Usually, we see a lot of teams falling off with that when they try some second floor defense and try and get some presence towards the third floor. They have absolutely none. But MERAKI, they're not going to be making that mistake. They're going to be heading in, trying to put some pressure on from all sides, which is great to see. Can they keep it up is the question. Right now, you can see RXD waiting patiently for someone to push in, and, well, Figure getting aggressive on the third floor, looking for the opening. Accompanied by Sir Pancake, but AML is going to find himself getting taken down. That's a bit of a problem. Nomad actually exposed as well. Can he find the hits? He can, but it's not going to be enough to take him down. Pistols come out, and James actually going to be the one to support and try and make that happen. 3v3 now is the man count. 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the clock. Cobra's going to be falling back towards the site. Gohan still looking for some attacks, along with Ducky up here on towards the top floor, which is where ATK is definitely located. They're going to have to push on as quickly as possible. There goes Figure. He finds one. That might be the opener they need. They need to get into the site as quickly as possible. They are doing their due diligence, though. ATK will not be caught out by those Legion traps, making sure to clear that utility right off the board. Oh, Ducky looking through. Not going to spot anyone out. Goes on the other side. Oh, and there goes James. That's a bit of a problem. Now, we're left in a 2v2. ATK running out of time. They've got to make this execute happen real fast. Oh, that's a brilliant peek. Figure with an absolutely perfect pick on towards Ducky, and that's the opener they needed to crack open the site in the last 15 seconds. They've got to make this happen. Also, and Figure now going in, and that's the perfect drop. What a shot from Figure to close out onto Cobras. Who needs to plant the diffuser when you can just nail the shots? Bada bing, bada boom, done and dusted. ATK, well, once again, they take the round, but it's just barely enough to cross that finish line. They make it happen. Things looking shaky from both sides at this point, or should I say things looking really good from both sides. The defense coming out from MERAKI looking nice and strong, and the attack coming out from ATK also looking quite clean. And, well, that means that these rounds are going head-to-head more often than not, which is quite the nerve-wracking experience here. Of course, we will be heading to the second floor once again. Unless my thing is glitched, because last time it said kitchen and then we went to the second floor, so we might just be seeing kitchen this time around. Let's just have a look. No, it is going to be the same spot here. This is the same tactic that we saw coming out in the previous one as well, just pulling it out twice. And I think MERAKI once again definitely have the potential to successfully defend this site. It just barely went the way of ATK in the previous round. It could very well go the way of MERAKI this time around if they play their cards right. The question is, will they do that? We are about to find out as this preparation phase is slowly coming to an end, and well, we'll see.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to go. Attackers are moving out.
All right. Attack phase coming into play, and we'll see if ATK will come to play as well. Once again, making sure that they are wary for those runouts, but nothing coming just yet. ATK like to get aggressive on this side of the map. Seems to be their go-to. Ooh, some shots coming through from MERAKI to try and stave off the attack, and it's going to work for a little bit. ATK's attention will be drawn just a little bit. Oh, but now come the shots from Corsa. He's going to take them out. Gohan finds his end in this round. And now Kingso, a little bit of pressure coming outside the window. Can he find a kill? Can't find the head just yet, but he knows there's a player right there. Oh, the shot's just going straight over his head. This is such a difficult position to play in, and just barely escaping that one with his life, but a lot of damage done in the meantime. Is it going to be enough? Oh, some shots coming in. Goyo's shields will be popped. Zofia still looking for the head of Jaeger. Not going to find anyone just yet, but he is going to give up the chase. Eventually going to join the rest of the team at the top. Corsa coming off the back. Putting a little bit of util in to try and draw some attention away. See if you can find anything. Right now, of course, lots of pressure being put on into this area, but there comes the nitrous cell. They're trying to put it out. Will be clean enough. Corsa's going to find another one in the meantime, and here comes AML to try and find one. Not enough bullets in the mag. Ducky's going to take down one, but he gets traded immediately, and that's just a brilliant round from ATK.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright, well, now that I'm just trying to sort out a problem that one of the team has raised. Okay, apparently points is meant to be off. I'll have to go and recheck the settings. I should have had them all on the correct ones. I'll check the rules again. But in any case, we're going to be heading up to the 3rd floor here.
5 seconds to insertion.
3rd floor defense coming out here for MERAKI, and they've had some decent success on it in the past. Nothing that they can't handle. The first round, of course, went the way of ATK, but MERAKI, they did make it work the second time around. And now, of course, heading back here, they have a good idea of what to expect from ATK, and this could definitely still be doable for MERAKI. I think potentially they might even have the might even have a little bit of an upper hand here in terms of what to expect from ATK, so ATK really have to bring something to the table. Lots of flashbangs coming in. Gohan here to try and challenge. So far, nothing has come of it. Nitrocell's heading out as well. Angles being held, but no one has been found just yet. Ooh, King just barely missing the outline of the Zofia as she repels past, but here comes Gohan getting very quick. He should have spotted the Nomad. That's a bit of a problem. He didn't spot the laser out. He didn't spot the Nomad on the staircase. That's going to be the end for him. He goes down, and now Meraki on the back foot with the man disadvantage. They're going to need to hold on to the side as best they can for the moment. Can they make it happen is the question. Ducky right here to try and challenge, but he's going to get peeked. Aggression coming in from Nomad as he's reloading. Things looking very clean for ATK. They know exactly what they need to do. Now here comes the wall. It is going to be exploded by the thermite as per usual. Now there's a lot of pressure being created, and there he goes straight through the barricade, or the little countertop that he was hiding behind. Not enough to stop from the bullets, and well, now Cobra's the last one left. AML taking down RXD. Now he's got a lot to contend with, whipping out the SMG-11 to try and save the day, but it's a 1v5. Can it even be possible? The answer is no, and a flawless round coming out from ATK. Very, very nice. Alright, so it's 4-1 ATK with the clear lead so far. Meraki not able to finish clutching those rounds out, and it has been very, very close, but ultimately ATK walking away with just a few more so far. Now heading into round 6 as we head to Kitchen, or at least what I hope is Kitchen, and it's not glitched out and taking us to second floor again, because I do quite like Kitchen, I must say. And indeed, it is going to be Kitchen. So here comes the defense from Meraki. They have a chance to show us what they've got here on Kitchen, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more successful than any of the previous sites that they were defending. Truly, it is one of the one of the most strong bomb sites, arguably, depending on how you feel, depending on what you're comfortable with on this particular bomb site. I like defending it. Or at least Kitchen.
10 seconds to go.
We'll see if Meraki can put up that defense that they need to take a couple of rounds away from ATK. Otherwise, ATK threatening to run away with this one, 4-1, as I mentioned.
Objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers have recovered their...
Ducky doing a little bit of a bait there, just knocking open the wall to try and, knocking open the barricade to try and bait a couple of shots out. Play a little bit of time, and that's truly what these teams have to do. Things are actually doing a little bit of a challenge here. Bandit also opening things up, but it is going to be ATK doing what ATK generally does, and that's of course heading right up to the top, starting to take control and potentially head in towards red stairs, take control of third floor, wipe things out, but things are going to be cut short. AML goes down in the meantime. That might be a little bit of a problem. AML off the board means quite the hit in terms of fragging up power, trying to get in towards the site. I'm going to have to do this 4v5. It's still definitely possible for ATK. They've done it before. But can they make it happen this time around is the question. 1 minute 55 seconds left on the clock. Preparation getting done here by ATK to try and smooth out the process as much as possible. They have to get down into Kitchen. That's a lot of work, and they're all the way up on the third floor. They realize they've got to get things moving very, very quickly. Otherwise, they might be in a bit of trouble. So here comes Corsa. Getting a little bit aggressive. Trying to find a pick. Hasn't found anything yet, but there's the Blitz. Or the Bandit, should I say, sorry. Now they're moving in. A nice peek, but instantly getting taken down. The trade comes through, though. ATK not playing around, playing no games. They're just absolutely clearing every corner very, very quickly. Making sure they're doing everything they need to do, even trying to get some cheeky picks through the wall. Nothing has been found just yet. Time is slowly running out, but they've still got a minute, and there's the pick that they needed. Cobras goes down, and now it's RXD and Ducky, the last ones left to clutch it out for Meraki. They have to get the peak on, and they have to do it pretty quickly. A Nitro Cell coming through to make something happen isn't going to connect. It does a lot of damage, though. Ducky trying to get aggressive. He needs to find something. Oh, there goes one, and now it's all up to Ducky to try and make this happen. It's still possible. 1v2. There's one. He just needs to find one more to make this clutch happen. 25 seconds left on the diffuser. Time slowly running out, but if he can get this peak, it's definitely doable. He's got the positioning, but he's been flashed into oblivion in the Nomad air jab. Gonna push him straight off that angle, and this should be the end for him. Quick peek coming through. He's getting challenged, and a good fallback coming out. He comes. He's actually just gonna stick the defuse. It might just be enough. He hears the peak, but he's not gonna win the fight, and ATK will just clinch out another round for themselves. Wow. These games have been super close, but ATK just managing to come out ahead every time. Oh. Man, oh man, what an interesting set of fights that we have been having here. But this time, of course, heading into the second half with a 5-1 scoreline, things are not looking too good for Meraki. Now, of course, ATK being on the defense, they're going to be pulling out Jaeger, Mute, Goyo, a Valkyrie 6th picked away from the Pulse, and a Smoke. And then on the side of Meraki, we've got Sophia, Nomad, Sledge 6th picked away from the Blackbeard. And then, of course, we will have the Ash and the Thermite coming out as well. So pretty standard there. It's going to be a third floor defense coming out for ATK. I wouldn't be surprised if, well, if this was quite difficult for Meraki to pick apart. Now, of course, we haven't seen how capable Meraki is on the attack here just yet. So they could just surprise us, come to play, and really shine on this half. Who knows? We will wait and see. For the moment, we're just going to have a look and see ATK's preparation phase here on the defense side. We're going to be opening up those floors, opening up those walls, making sure they are good to go. Nothing too crazy. Of course, the Goyo shield's going to be popped down in that lounge. Make sure that the attackers have a little bit of a time coming through. Jaeger charges should be placeable up in that area as well to try and deny the utility. And now, let's have a look and see exactly how Meraki intend to dismantle the defense. So far, have a similar attack form to ATK in the previous rounds. They're heading out in towards the side of the building and going up, taking control. So we're seeing some standard plays coming out from them as well. Nothing too crazy, but let's see if they can find the picks that they need. Ooh, RXD getting very aggressive. He's going to get challenged. Has to get the push on. Is he going to win the fight, though? Playing hesitantly, waiting for the peak, but he's just going to be taken straight on out. Figure going to be very quick on that trigger, making things quite difficult. You can't peek into a Jaeger holding that angle. It's going to be quite difficult to do so. Now Nomad trying to get in is going to get flashed. Yes, tries to push on in, and well, here comes King So up the stairs, trying to put a little bit of pressure on. The rest of Meraki doing a bit of droning, trying to gather some information. King So's got to find a whole lot here. This is very important. Okay, the push has been noted. There comes the crossfire. It is enough to take the Nomad down. Now it's a 5 versus 3. Make that a 2 versus 3. Ducky and Cobra's the last ones left. It's the Thermite and the Zofia, and they don't have very much in the way of map control. They've got to find a whole lot of frags in order to clutch this one out, and right now that doesn't seem very possible. Here comes Ducky to try and find something. Not going to spot anyone out just yet. Cobra's trying to get in position as well, putting the pressure on towards red stairs just to make sure no one pushes up from that angle. Is going to drop down into it as well. 55 seconds left on the clock. They've got to make something happen here. It is so important. Oh, the Valkyrie is spotted out. That's a crucial kill, but they need a whole lot more if they want to close this out. The shield going to make things so difficult. They weren't able to clear it out, and Cobra's now in a position to make something happen. Ducky goes down, and now the last one left alive. Just too many angles to watch, and ATK will pick up another round for themselves. ATK absolutely capable on the attacking side and absolutely capable here on the defense as well. Now as we head into round 8, match point for ATK. They're ready to close this one out. They're ready to take it. with a very, very clean victory indeed. And it looks like we will indeed be heading to Kitchen, as I suspected might be the case. Jaeger, Smoke, Alibi, Goyo, and Rook are going to be the operators chosen for ATK, and it looks like we won't be seeing much in the way of 6th picking. Everyone looking ready to go, and indeed, Sophia, Nomad, Sledge, and Ash, and of course the Thermite coming out on the side of MERAKI. Let's see if they can execute a successful attack, because right now everything is riding on this one specific round. If MERAKI can't make it happen here, that ATK will walk away with the W, of course, in this best of 1. Now, that does not mean the end of the road for MERAKI if they do lose this, because there is still a lower bracket in this tournament, so definitely still possible to make things happen here. But ATK looking very strong as per usual, and, well, that's what we expect coming out from this team, who has been quite the performing team in the past, and with this new roster of theirs that they've been picking up, have some absolute star players here. Truly is a powerhouse figure. Of course, a James, AML, so Pancake. These are some big players, some big names, some heavy hitting players in this game, and they're all packed together in one team to make things happen here. Let's see if MERAKI will be able to dismantle the powerhouse, or if it's going to be ATK to take the win. One round away from doing so. Any mistake from the side of MERAKI could mean the end right now. They're looking for some angles in here towards Bakery. Are they going to make it happen? That shield proving to be a little bit of an issue, but the grenade comes down to take it out. Now they're looking for a couple of angles, getting the flashes in. RXD trying to get aggressive. Oh, but the player behind Cupcake not giving himself just yet. Really wasting a lot of time. If they can keep this up, it might just be enough. RXD getting the scouting done is going to spot the players out, so that's good information. Definitely doable. Here comes the grenade. Rotation hole is there. Drone work being done by MERAKI. They cannot afford to lose this round, because it will spell the loss for them if that does happen. They have to put the pressure on. RXD trying to find something in the meantime. Cobras with a nice peek is going to be able to take down James. So now they have some good pressure on here to this side of the map, and in comes Cobras. He's going to be moving up. This should be enough, but the crossfire is going to take him out. He wasn't aware of that, wasn't expecting that to happen. Information not good, and now a bit of a problem for MERAKI. It's a 1-for-1 at least, so 4v4 is the man count. But that could change at any moment. It is going to be Ducky who goes down next. Kingso, Gohan, and RXD going to be the last ones left alive, and they have yet to make any headway. Here comes Kingso, but is he ready? There's the kill, but he gets taken out immediately, and that now 2v2 is the score. Gohan and RXD, they have to make something happen. 58 seconds left. AML and Corsa. Some good passive positions here. They do not need to get aggressive, and they know it. Just need to hold on for the time being. 45 seconds. The time is ticking away slowly. RXD trying to put the pressure on. Gohan trying to reposition and maybe get some pressure on as well. But is it going to be enough? Is it going to be in time? 30 seconds left. Something has to happen for MERAKI, otherwise it's the end. This could absolutely be the end for MERAKI as they try and get their way on in. Just being forced off of every single angle. The time is being wasted. They need to find 2 kills here, and they need to find them very, very quickly. 15 seconds left. The shots need to be hit right now. They have no choice, and they're just hiding away. They're making it impossible for MERAKI to win this. Trying to find the angle. There's one. They need to find one more. Super, super close. 3 seconds left. Here comes the diffuser. And there goes Gohan. He's going to be taken out. 1v1. Corsa's going to find it with the shotgun. An absolutely clean round once again. Let's just watch this back as he takes one and swings for the other. Absolutely nothing they can do. And it is going to be the clutch work coming out from ATK to win the round and win the day for them. They will take a very clean 7-1 match here on Cafe Dostoevsky. Well played to both of these teams. And of course, GG to ATK for taking the win. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me here in the PSG Siege Showdown in this tournament. Very, very spicy. Thank you for joining me, and we'll be back in the next one.